just need to do it again. It's so boring, no?
The cold has frozen my brains.
True, it probably would have, although I don't know how much more, well.
I guess I don't either.
It
I just,
snowed pretty
I looked
good,
at the weather and then went, no, I'm gonna stay until our meeting. All the errands I had to run, I did a half an hour before.
I was the chauffeur for my wife today and errand runner.
Yeah, I was supposed to, but I didn't.
She took me out to lunch afterwards, so I guess, so.
And rightly so. Let us call to order this regular meeting of the Charter Revision Commission for Wednesday, December 10th, 2025.
Brown.
Here.
Cochran.
Here.
Hoganson.
Here.
Metz. Here. Neal. Holka. Weaver.
Here.
You wanna do the resolution excluding Foster now?
Yes, please.
Foster is out of town working, so we did a resolution for him, excusing his absence.
I have a motion.
Motion to excuse.
Second. Ann.
Brian notified us that he will be late, but he will be here shortly, so.
We'll just do a voice vote on this one. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved, passed, accepted. Is there any change to the agenda? Agenda is approved. Approval of the minutes of November 12th. Are there any additions, corrections, or deletions? Motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Minutes are approved. Are there any communications? Madam Clerk?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't believe there are any committee reports. We are on to old business. Our job tonight is to get through this kind of one more time. Stacy has created the table of comments. I provided what passes for an index. I basically just used the template that the previous commission had used. And there are just, we may have gone over some of these before, just I will ask you to indulge me. I just wanted to go through quickly the wording suggestions from our legal consultant, Mr. Reddick, one more time. And there is a change I believe we have to make possibly to section 5.3. So I just want to make sure all our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed. And then I went back, looked at the email, and discovered that we are required to submit, when it goes to the Attorney General, we are required to submit as well a resolution of adoption by this commission, which Karen has provided for us, and documentation of the vote of city voters to revise the charter. That was a yes or no question, and then the election of the commissioners, which she has also provided us ample evidence. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And then last but not least, we're going to look at the meeting schedule for next year, okay? So on with the review. Stace, do you want to walk us through?
Okay, so I believe everyone should have received a copy of the charter with the table of contents. Jennifer had noted a couple of changes that needed to be made, and they have been. So I will point those out in here. If anyone else had noticed anything, feel free to call them out. We'll make them as we go. The first one, the title for chapter 1 had been on 2 lines with the page number listed twice. That has since been corrected. For section 13.5 was missing, so that has been added. And then section 3, this was changed both in the table of contents and in the actual text itself. And then it was also updated in the index. So in section 3, we had a couple of sections that had said like responsibilities and duties of the city manager. But then other ones said, you know, city clerk, responsibilities and duties, which is shorter. So we had a mix of both. So we went with the shorter, more concise, cleaner one. So that has been corrected, so it just says the role and then responsibilities and duties. So it's consistent across the board. We didn't think anyone would have an issue with that, so that has been fixed everywhere. It's consistent now.
That looks really nice, Stacy. Easy to read. I like it.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
I
When
appreciate Jennifer's catch on that one. It was like,
Well, when I went through, you know, and I had to match, and I had to list them alphabetically, the chapter titles and the subsections. And then, so when I was listing all the subsections, it was going along nicely, title, appointment, title, responsibilities and duties, and then all of a sudden they would change to the responsibilities and duties of. So I thought, make one nice long list, easy to eyeball, let's just keep it consistent. So thank you, Stace, for making those changes.
yep. Those were the only changes that I was aware of that we needed to have made in the table of contents. Is anyone else aware of anything? Okay, perfect. So hopefully everything else in there is correct.
I will just say one other thing. What I noticed when I did this was how much work we've done to consolidate sections that I think makes it much more readable as well. When you're looking at them individually, you don't really notice it. But when you start putting it all together, and I'm like, didn't this used to be here and didn't this used to be here? But no, we put it all under a title. I think it makes a lot more sense, so I'm very proud of us. I'm very proud of us.
I have noticed that some of them have, like, we made sure all of the titles have periods at the end of them, because that's what the majority of them had. Some of them have spaces after the period and some don't, and then it goes into the dots, and it's kind of bugging me, but at the same time, I'm like trying to let it go. So
Let that one go. I motion to let it go.
I'm trying really hard, but I saw that today and I was like, no, life's too short.
I wouldn't even notice that if you hadn't said something. I would not even notice that with all the dots.
That is a problem for the next committee.
Search period, space, period, and then replace it with
Yeah, but it's in the table of contents, which is done automatically, so I don't
period. Oh,
think
it's
it would-
getting derived from the section.
Yeah, so I don't think it would catch it.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
it's period space enter, and we got rid of all the double space after periods already, so yeah, there's no easy way to do that, so. I'm gonna
Put it in the
let ride.
minutes so the
Yeah,
next
let it
committee
go.
knows why that happened.
But, you know,
Well, you know what, they're not gonna convene for at least 10 or 12 years.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna worry about it.
it just, you know, when they go and redo this in
Watch
a
us.
decade,
Watch us all laugh and say, we'll be long gone by then, 10 years later, we're all sitting here staring.
Don't say it.
someone remind me
I will not be
to
sitting
join
here
the
10 years
next
later.
time. I'm not gonna be the one doing this again.
Famous last words.
Don't say it out loud.
Nope, when you guys hear my name being suggested, be like, no.
Oh, I'll be suggesting your name. What do you mean, hear it?
Those dots.
So the franchises was what, 13.5?
13.5, yeah.
And that's in there.
So that is. Now
Very good, okay.
in there.
Awesome. All right.
Alright, and then I don't think we really had anything major changed here. I did see, I had a couple of emails that I had starred that I don't think we've actually addressed yet. The first one was 3.14E. It was in an email from Karen on November 13th.
3.14?
Yeah, 3.14E. Does anyone remember if this was something we had?
I talked to Carla about that too.
3.14.
I wonder if we didn't insert a new 3.1.
Yeah, did we move that or something?
No, it's still city treasurer.
I could have written it down
Yeah, it's not even a top one.
In the email it says,
City treasurer, city commission shall select.
deposit all monies or funds
City
in
treasurer
such a
at the
manner.
position of the city commission. The city treasurer shall serve at the pleasure of the city commission.
That's 315.
Is it 3.15E? Okay,
Deposit all monies or funds?
deposit all monies or funds. Such a manner only. Okay, so
Sure.
this will be deposit all monies or funds in such a manner. And only in such places as the city commission approves
Proves is better.
by resolution.
Okay.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. I can move out of my inbox now. All right. Did we have anything in our packet that needed to be updated?
I was just gonna go through Mr. Reddick's suggestions again, make sure that we covered them all. So let's take a quick look at 3.4, which had to do with the legal reference. It's at the top of page 2 of the notes. He just had a suggestion there. A fuller citation could be revised to state in relevant part. Looks like he just added the requirements of section 5C of the Home Rule City Act. So I don't know how you feel about the need to do that.
Is there a
He just,
possibility that
he just said, this is a stylistic thing. He says if the committee is concerned that a reader might be better informed with a fuller citation, that's what we could do, but I don't know that, how do you feel? I think I'm okay with what it says.
I think I'm okay leaving it as is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think I am as well, because anybody who is, I'm just not sure somebody who's embroiled in researching this is going to be treating this as the sole reference.
Yeah. But no, I think that was only a suggestion if we felt the reader needed a fuller citation, but I think, are we all
Then
good?
we'd be obligated to do fuller citations at a lot of other instances throughout. And I don't think we're really treating this apart from broadly citing the reason for
Yeah.
like the place where the instruction comes from. We're not really directing people back. We're not acting as like a reference.
I think we are covered, like as far as the Attorney General's office is concerned, as long as we have the appropriate citation. And he's even suggested he likes the MCL format for conciseness and so forth. So I think as long as, as we're going through this, if we can just be consistent about how we're doing that, that would be good. Okay. I think we did 4.1. You know what? The thing about being in default
Oh, yeah.
that we were kind of with for a while. Okay. Did we agree that we were all good with this language?
Yes, I think we had agreed that we wanted it, we didn't want it to be switched back to the way it was written before.
Right.
Stacy, I think there's a double space
After what would,
faith.
I see there's a word missing. The bottom there, contest the default. Or no, is that default? I'm sorry. Contest the liability?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're right, in good faith. Failure to do so will result in automatic removal from office.
I think Foster had questioned if the city commission was the judge of the election for its members. Did we figure anything out on that one?
You know, I remember a while ago that we asked Brad Fowler about that, and he said, yes, they are the ones who.
I filed it because I was thinking that we had, gone over that the last time. That I had the answer by then. Let me go grab it
Okay.
to be safe, but I'm pretty sure he said that, we'll wait here.
I remember him telling us, I'm pretty sure that the commission is the body that does that. We will find out. Feel free to take an extra Santa, by the way. You want to take one for Pam?
She'll probably slap me, because I've already still got candy left over from Halloween.
For Halloween?
Well, then Menards had it for 50% off, and I can't resist Reese's at 50% off. Oh, I bought,
This is my,
I bought a couple of
Right.
Reese's, so.
I hand out Reese's because I don't eat them.
Oh, okay.
That's what I get. If a Twix or a Kit Kat, it's all over for me.
Yeah, it was not a good thing, walking by that aisle.
Paydays are my downfall.
Oh,
Kilwins yesterday, I was downtown shopping. Don't do that, because then you go in. A bunch of seafoam. I love seafoam.
yeah, Pam loves that. I'm a fudge person. I just bought fudge the other day.
They just told me they were having some kind of sale on their fudge,
Well, it's like buy two, get one free.
something like that.
Yeah.
You have to buy 11. I'll buy 11.
I think I had that confused with. What is that? 4.1, isn't it? I may have misspoke. I'm mistaking that for something else, I think. I swear that he responded to me on that, though. I will look, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. So let me write that down now. Wait. Let me double check that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he responded and I cannot remember right now, I guess. My apologies.
That's good. Then we have taken care of the following paragraph, so we're good with that? Everyone is good with that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, very good. Four point two. Okay, the question I had asked was, about the city office is declared vacant, it's a passive voice, and Mr. Reddick's response was, it's a rare exception to his recommendation of always using active voice because there are times when a vacancy occurs automatically by operation of law without a particular person or officer making a declaration. He did give us some language. If you want a different introduction to that list, you should have in front of you. If any one or more of the following events occurs before the term of any elected official expires, the office shall automatically become vacant, and the event or events giving rise to the vacancy shall be recorded in the minutes of the next regular city commission meeting occurring after the vacancy. And he suggested the added language also because added record-keeping requirement for posterity's sake, says he. What do you say?
I say add that. I say add what he recommended.
What he said? Okay, Stace, can you want me to just dictate that to you?
No, I can just read it
You can just
off.
read it? Okay. Office, the next one, the office shall. Okay, very good. All right, 4.8 is another legal reference question. The last full line in 4.8. So that the line starting, any officer of the city who violates the provisions of this section, this section shall be applicable to the extent permitted by MCL 15-.328. And again, that's just a question of if we want to add for the reader, but I think we've agreed we don't need to do that, yeah?
Which regulates certain city contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't add that.
We could leave that in without adding all the other verbiage.
Yeah, without that.
Sound good?
Exact.
Everyone okay with that? Okay, good. All right. 5.3. And I want to thank Karen for bringing this to Mr. Reddick's attention because I think he agreed with her. This was a good point, right? That the city of Big Rapids shall consist of one ward. It's the City Election Commission, Karen pointed out to us. May from time to time establish by resolution one or more election precincts in accordance with the requirements of Chapter 28 of the Michigan election law. So we want to add city election, put election in there, City Election Commission. Do you have the new language, Stace?
Is that,
It's, yeah, the,
that's this one, not this
that,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
He did this one first, and then Karen asked him that question because she pointed out it's the election commission
okay.
who makes these decisions, so.
Yep.
Good.
So he has some verbiage, is that in this as well?
Are we keeping ordinance in there, or are we getting rid of that and leaving it just resolution?
His suggestion is resolution.
Okay.
Not sure why @sec is in italics, but it's in italics. That's a legal thing.
It isn't in italics where we've done this citation elsewhere in the document. And so my guess is that that's an all or none thing, you either do it on all or not.
I agree with that. When it goes over to them, if they want to change that, I think they can do that. I highly doubt the Attorney General
I would
is
leave
gonna deny it just based on that.
Typically, that's a linguistic or mechanical convention that you do because you're using Latin instead of English, and I think that's what's going on there. I would say unless we've done it throughout for that, just leave it in Roman.
Is that something you could search and just change them all at one time?
Probably, but I think it's more consistent this way.
Okay. Okey dokey. That's 5.3, right? Is there anything else in chapter 5?
Looks like 5.9, we had business days. Karen, I think you said that would make sense. Everything else is in business days, correct? For the petitions? Because if they're not gonna meet the deadline anyway, it's still gonna be cut off regardless.
Okay. Okay, 5.9? Yeah, 6.4, same thing about legal records. We just want to make sure we're consistent on that. Point four. Breakdown. Sorry, 6.6. I'm sorry, 6. I don't know where I'm at.
Well,
Yeah.
it
6.4.
says 6.4 to
6.4
add.
is the State Open Meetings Act.
Just adding the MCL.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
Just adding the MCL.
You wanna just put the MCL in there?
Yeah, that was,
We did with the first one. I'm just trying to stay consistent with these.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah, 'cause
comma,
that's the only thing different.
open meeting, MCL 15.261.
Do we need to put the ETSEC after it? Because I think in some places we just have the 15.261.
We may have to ask him about this one because I'm not sure what's appropriate.
Like in 6.6, we just have the MCL 15.3.2.
Yeah.
So I think we just don't include that in most areas.
Yeah, you're right.
I think ETSEC is like and sequential, yeah, and what follows. So what it's saying is that the idea or the provision or the rule may be introduced in this section and reinforced in following sections. So it's sort of saying section 15.323 plus everything that comes after it that's
That's relevant after it. Okay, we'll put it in there, but some of the other ones, like, we're not reviewing all of the code that's already in there, so.
Okay. You want to just leave that? Good. Okay. That was 6.4. 6.6?
Yeah, like when it's a specific point, like section 3 of the MCL says, you know, you're excused by unanimous consent, then the EdSec isn't necessary because it's not elaborated upon further. It's just that discrete point given in that document.
Okay, make sure we change this to the appropriate citation. 15.323.
Right. The question is, do we need to specify that it's section 3 of the Contracts of Public Servants with Public Entities Act? Or can we just say section 3 of MCL 15 point?
I think we can. The thing about it is, if someone were really interested in learning about this, you can Google that. Michigan.gov site, and it'll come right up, so. Okay. Anything else in chapter 6 that anyone noticed? I think the only other one I had for Mr. Reddick was 14.1.
And we also have the email for section 9.9 and 9.10.
Okay, let's take a look at those.
See if I have any more yellow sections on our way down there, unless anyone has any.
Is this the new layout? It's not gonna be in the different columns?
We will put it in the columns, it's just a lot easier to read.
I almost like it like this better, honestly.
I don't
I
know,
mean, can we have it like this?
I don't
Is there?
think there's any rule
know
that says we
why not.
can't.
I
I've seen,
mean,
I've
if we
looked
had
at,
it like this, I think that would probably be preferred by most people.
I would.
Definitely easier to.
I know other city charters I've looked at are like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it in the columns before. I think this is nice.
I do too.
Well, then this is the way we'll do it.
Yeah. A lot
You
easier.
know,
than
the only thing is that
managed
gonna
to-
change my index?
Oh, no. Oh,
Your index was not in columns.
No, but it refers to,
Number,
you know, are all of the sections that are listed on the index gonna be on the same page that they were listed in the index?
I don't know. But, well, I don't know. Did we find out if we need an index? Or is the table of contents adequate? Because I would much rather just not have an index.
I don't know that we need an
Does
index.
anyone use the index, or do people just go to the table of contents?
You know, the thing about indices is, you know, for normal prose, they're there for looking for words and terms, which we're not doing. All we did was,
You're gonna do a control F, you're not.
all we did was, you know, reorganize the table of contents into an index alphabetically.
When you're using a
Alphabetically,
book, you need that.
yeah.
But if it's a digital copy, you're gonna use control F, you're not gonna go to the index at the back.
I'm really not aware that there's a requirement for an index for this.
I say we just scrap the index.
I support.
Well,
be
the
okay
index
with
I
that.
used was for
Cause I
an
put the
electrical
index
code
in
book.
here anyway,
And then, yeah, you
and there's
use it.
formatting issues.
Yeah.
And
But
I was
really,
just
like I said-
that's why I didn't wanna do
Are
it.
you, really? You don't, it seems superfluous. You got the table of contents. Tells you exactly where you need to go for whatever you're looking for, so having the index,
Right.
Doesn't
But we
really
added
serve a
and
big
removed
purpose.
sentences today, so the pages aren't gonna be right anyway.
I'm fine with that.
It's already wrong.
What a pain to fix,
Yeah.
nothing else.
I recall seeing both ones, charters that did and did not have indexes.
Yeah.
So I assume that it's acceptable for them not to.
You know, ones that I've looked at don't have indexes. And we will have an appendix. We need like to, you know, append our resolution and the voting information, I believe.
this-
I don't see this being used as a flag.
Do they have?
I don't see it being.
You got an orange X.
Hey, Brian. No, there is, I will tell you what, Mr. Reddick early on in his emails to me, because he started getting on this as soon as we talked to him, gave me the email link for the State Operations Office and the Attorney General's Office for charter questions. So I could maybe just shoot them an email and say,
Is it a required
is it a
element?
required element?
I think we can submit it without, and if they come back and say you need it, then we'll put it in. And don't even.
Don't ask.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good with that.
And that takes us from, 48 pages to 39 pages.
Sweet.
Much better.
Sweet. Yeah. And I really think the regular layout of this is far easier to read than this columns.
I agree.
Looks nicer.
I agree
It looks
to
nicer.
have
I think it does too.
full page documents instead of 2 columns for everything.
Yes, no? Okay, are we still on 14?
No, we need to do
Right, I'm sorry.
9.10 first.
9.9?
Yeah, that was property tax
Yeah.
stuff. So I know we had emails about those.
We were questioning about the winter ones. We just got our winter bill, so I
Yeah.
know there are winter taxes
Yes, we
that are
do.
levied.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we just paid them, I think. But did we get a firm answer
February.
about that from
She's
Carla?
pulling up that email. I got it from Ron.
Oh, from Ron, okay.
Yeah, I emailed Ron on those.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
it said 9.10 needs to be updated to reflect that the city is levying winter and summer taxes separately. And it says it is not incorrect that section 9.10 refers to the taxes being due on July 1st. That statement stems from the language of section 44A4 of the General Property Tax Act, which says that taxes authorized to be collected shall become a lien against the property on which assessed and due from the owner of that property on July 1st. So even though winter taxes are due before that, liens don't go out until after July 1. So that's fine.
So do we need to add any language to this?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what language he had proposed for that. I am going to add a paragraph for 9.9 with the text he had,
Okay,
and then we can kind of compare and contrast what we have, see what we like, what we don't.
Who got extra spaces?
I know.
I know, it's automatic, I can't.
I really hate the single space trend.
Is that meant to replace the first paragraph?
Yes, that was his proposed language and I didn't
Ah, okay.
want to try to,
Incorporate it into the.
yeah.
I think you can just replace the first paragraph with the second. I don't see anything that it does not cover.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing for 9.10, which is in two parts.
Did he give you separate language for 9.10
Yes.
as well?
Yep.
Be September 15th rather than.
No, it says the 14th.
Oh, okay.
Are we changing this?
Because if the 14th, then it makes it the next day is the final day that it can be paid without penalty.
I'm just comparing it to the paragraph above.
Well, the paragraph above is wrong as to
Okay,
what it
that's,
should be. Yeah, the 14th, they're basically extending the last day that they would accept payment without assessing penalty.
got it.
So, yeah. That does make sense based on like when federal taxes are due and stuff like that, they expand it out to the next day.
Okay, so do we have all of that language accurately now? Accurate?
That is just the beginning. There's still
Half of
There's
a
another.
lot more language here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea how much he's gotten paid yet? He's kind of rolled in with Micah Myers.
I don't know.
Micah Myers Building.
I can ask, Carla and Michelle tomorrow.
I'd be interested to know that. I know the bulk, probably the greater part of what he's gonna be doing is coming up, but
Right?
since he's folded in with Micah Myers, we don't get any separate invoices.
No. Yeah, I'll ask.
I would like to know if we're still within our budget for him.
Oh, yeah. On a side note, tomorrow is Carla's retirement party,
Yes.
so
Yes.
you all wanna
indeed.
stop in and know her or not, but
Tell her I said good luck.
yeah. She's been here for almost 40 years.
Yeah, she's been a real
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in our newsletter.
I'm gonna try and make it.
She's delightful. The
Who
new
is the
person we
new
have is
person? What is her
wonderful.
name?
Her name is Michelle Ferguson. She came from the city of Holland and she's wonderful as well, so.
Another passing of March. The city having a Christmas thing this year?
I think it's next Thursday. It's creeping up on me quite quickly.
It's like,
Somewhere on the 18th.
Yes, the 18th.
the other day was the start of November, so.
I know.
Okay, so it looks like he just basically took the language that we previously had for the most part and broke it out for the specific dates for the summer and winter instead of just having global. It looks like there's, in our original text, we have information about taxes paid or postmarked being included as long as the postmark counts as being paid. The language now does not specify. Question is, do we want that to continue to be specified in there?
I don't see a need for it.
Make it pretty cut and dry. It's not here on a certain date.
Well, is that how the treasurer's office?
Right
What's it?
now, we have to use it, I don't know, I'll have to ask her for sure how they feel about that, but right now, if it's postmarked, let's say they are due today and we get it tomorrow and it's postmarked today, we have to accept it, it's not late.
And I think most tax bills will say whether or not the postmark date counts as paid or not. I don't remember if the city does, but I know some of the township bills that I've seen do have something that says whether or not postmarks count. So that would be clear enough if the bill says it.
I would err on the side of caution and leave that in.
That's something else I can ask about, I don't. That's their.
It doesn't hurt to get their input on that.
Exactly, that's how I feel about it too. I don't
Just
feel
remember,
qualified to
having
make
the
that.
conversations about people who got hit with penalties when I was on the commission and what constitutes that line of demarcation.
We just have to keep the envelopes and everything,
Yeah,
so we knew.
Wait, what are you saying to keep in, Jen?
The post,
paid or postmarked,
yeah.
if payment is by mail on or before the following September 15th.
Oh, got it.
I can see where the postmark is still, because we still use that, another term. We use that for like elections, just postmarked. Right, we can still count the ballot. Postmarked by a certain time, even though it might
Yeah.
come to you late,
Well, this is one of the
yeah.
bones of contention now with,
Yeah, I know,
Ballots.
whether it's gonna be or not.
No, if it's late, unless it's a military ballot. If it's late, it's late.
Well, in Florida it was, as long as it was postmarked.
let's leave it for now.
At the post
Karen
office.
can check for us.
Well, and like your taxes, as long as it's postmarked by the 15th.
Yeah.
Even though it gets there later, you're not, and your tax is late.
Okey-dokey. He really went above and beyond on that section, didn't he?
It actually makes it clearer though.
It does.
Yeah, I think so.
It breaks it down to 2 different taxes.
I actually want to go and double check, because that had the 15th and 16th on the original.
What are you looking at?
I want to see what the city website shows for dates.
Oh,
Your treasure.
income tax?
No, it wouldn't be income tax.
Oh, that's our property tax, I'm sorry.
Under, isn't there a treasurer's office?
Find it? Should be up there.
Yeah, they're the
Treasurer's office in the lower corner there. Lied about 6:30.
I won't hold it against.
It was wishful thinking. But this is what we're not getting paid for.
Yeah, that might not even be in there. That doesn't-
I'll tell you, I'm learning a lot.
Then the next section, I think, is 14.1.
He is recommending, as you see in there, pursuant to section 15 of the Michigan Planning Enabling Act, MCL 125.3815, because it's a specific statutory citation that controls this subject. So that's what he was recommending. You can just take out Act 33 of 2008, yeah. Planning Commission shall consist of 7 members, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. 1253815. Is that what I said to you? 1253815. Okay. Alrighty. That's all I have for Mr. Reddick. Do you have other
I
stuff for
think we've
Mr. Reddick?
addressed everything already. Let me look at one thing. The cemetery, we talked about this last time, but we never changed that, correct? We left that as is?
Yes.
Okay, I was
Yes.
thinking we did, I just wanna make sure of that, okay.
And we had our question answered about the brownfield development.
Yeah, piece I don't
Um,
add.
So that whole thing we can replace with the resolution that Karen mocked up for us, right?
Yep, I included one in here.
Yep. Okay. Now, I don't know when we submit this, if we need to identify separate section 4 appendices or just attach these. Maybe he can tell us that.
I would not necessarily include it as a section, but I would make sure it's really labeled, presented not like in the continuous body of the original document. And that's simply
Well,
because,
even though, it's interesting, because in the original charter, it is listed as section 19.7
yes,
with the resolution in the text.
well, maybe that's required then. I wouldn't put it as a section in the document unless I knew it was required to be a section in it.
Yeah. Ask him that. In which case, which section would it be for us? It's after the status of schedule, 1.6? I'm not sure then, the voting information is probably, I believe, is more for the AG's office. And you know, that's not something that's included in the document here, so,
Just
yeah, and, okay. I'm not sure how much of this is necessary, but I think when we send it along to Mr. Reddick, I'll just send him all of it. He can give us some advice on how much of this is actually needed. It may be all, it may not be, I don't know.
That's what I hated to even include it on, but then I'm like, well, but it says page, you know,
Yeah,
9 of 13, so I didn't wanna be like, where's the other?
so what else do we need in the charter itself? Are there any other things that we have not resolved as a group?
The only yellow highlights that I have are the ones that we discussed today.
I will pull that up in the morning. I'm gonna copy those sections. I'll send them off to Carla, talk to her and Michelle and talk to both of them. And I'll email Ron too, first thing, so.
Just to remind you also, Mr. Ellsworth told us that we need to submit a clean copy and the redlined copy for their convenience, so that they can see what we've done and what we've changed and so forth. And that will go with, you know, the resolution will go with that, and the voter information will go with that when we finally get to where it's time to submit to them. Now, the first thing is, I don't know, we should be, get these answers to these questions before we send this off to Mr. Reddick. So I'm not sure, since we're not going to meet again in December, and I would like to get this to him before the end of the year. If necessary, we may have to have a quickie meeting, just to finalize it, formalize it, do our vote on the resolution.
Do you want to schedule that, and then if we don't need it, you can cancel it? It might be easier to do it that way.
Good idea. Very clever person.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
I won't be here, so.
Well, we'll come to your house.
Well, you.
We'll chase
Will
you,
you shovel out my
we'll chase you
driveway
down
so
the
it'll be clear when I come back? I would appreciate that.
we'll
you know?
chase you down to Florida. Are you going to Florida?
Yeah, well, eventually, when the Memphis first, and if Ferris wins, I'm gonna do a sidetrack over to McKinney, do the championship game, and then go to Tampa.
Okay.
Nice.
Should we look at next week?
Yep.
You can have our answers by then, yeah?
I hope so, unless
What do you
Mr.
think?
Reddick's gone, but I,
Will next Wednesday be available, do you know, will this room be available?
I don't have that calendar on my phone, but what's next Wednesday is,
17th?
should be fine. Yeah,
5:30.
there's no meeting for Parks and Rec this month, so.
5:30?
I have a 6:30 commitment, so, but we're probably not gonna.
It's just
go
a
to
We're
quick
gonna
vote,
get
right?
in and out.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be here more than 13 minutes.
You don't say it out loud.
Yeah, she does.
I know, I keep
That
doing
one.
that.
No.
I keep daring the gods to stifle.
The 17th.
It doesn't have to be Wednesday, it could be Tuesday. I don't know how, what people's schedules are, what the room schedule is, of course.
What are this?
But we're gonna shoot for 5:30 on Wednesday.
That works for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, I think the only other thing we need to do is our schedule for next year. Correct, Linda?
Say one thing real quick.
You may please.
Just so you know, next year, this election is on November 3rd. I don't have, they haven't released the calendar yet of deadline dates, but I pulled up from the last time they did this back in 2009. And they had to have ballot wording to the county we did by August 24th. So, again, give or take, this was, a long time ago. But it gives a little bit of frame of reference and that we'll have to have everything, and I'll have to have the ballot wording to her, so. There's a whole series of things we're gonna have to do, I think,
Yep.
so,
Yep. So sooner we can get this going, the better.
yeah.
I'm a little terrified about what's going on in Lansing this coming year, but that's okay. All right. We have in your packet, is there anything else about the charter before we move on?
Did we do the preamble? Did we decide on the preamble?
We would take a look at, these are, again, second Wednesdays at 5:30, and these are the dates. And of course, as you see, the last two will be after the election. You have a resolution, yes?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So we have a resolution that the 2026 Charter Revision Commission meeting schedule be adopted, which sets the regular meeting for 5:30 PM. May I have a motion to approve the resolution? Second?
Second.
So you roll call on that one?
Brown,
Yes.
Cochran,
Yes.
Wilkinson,
Yes.
yes. Holka,
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. I think that concludes our business. Any announcements? Then I will call the meeting adjourned at 6:40, not too far.
Pretty good. Very, very good.
And we'll see you maybe next week.
Don't even sit down.
We're just the doors.
Drive by.
Yep. Open the window.
Put that thing on, everybody stand in front of the camera, quick,
Yeah.
go team.
Huddle up.